what's up, everybody? Once again, it's your boys with the most dangerous show on social media out here right now. It's the fellas from A Puff a Minute in the Backyard Studio. We are back.
Yes.
Okay.
We back.
Yes, it wasn't the government shutdown, all right, last week. The government didn't shut us down, okay, and neither one of us got the Rona. You know what I'm saying? We just took a week off. That's all.
Yeah.
You know, we can do that once in a while, y'all.
Exactly.
You know?
It's been crazy, man. We'll get into it, but it's been a crazy couple weeks for me.
True.
I know that.
Talk about it, baby. I mean, the problem about taking off for a week is that there's just so much you want to say.
Yeah.
And trying to get it all in 20 minutes, man, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So
this might be a 2 or 3 parter again.
Yeah, we might end up doing that again, right? Because there's just so much to talk about. Well, fam, before we get started, family, what you smoking on, man?
Yeah, so I got gifted this nice Perdomo by my boss. This is the 20th anniversary. It's a Nicaraguan through and through.
Okay.
But I think it should be noted that this is a Cuban seed Nicaraguan.
Yeah.
And I think one of these times we got to get into this, man, because you put me on game about the Cuban seeds and how they planted them different places.
Yeah.
I wonder now how many plants can say they're Cuban seeds now that they've been planted and rejuvenated so many times. It's almost like us, you know, we don't have direct origins to Africa anymore because we've been mixed with so many different things and what have you. So I wonder if it's the same thing with the Cuban seed. The origins are not the same. So you'll get different smokes and what have you. This is the direct Cuban seed that was grown in Nicaragua.
Yeah,
so,
it is, man.
Yeah.
You know, there's a not to change the subject, man. But there's this documentary that's on Netflix. It's called Cuba Libre.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's a great documentary, man, of the history of that nation, man. You know, the eradication of all the indigenous people, you know, and really like how it started off as like the Tobacco Coast, you know what I'm saying? And then during World War I, it became like, you know, the #1 sugar exporter in the world. Right. You know, and then all of the other things, how it got into the rum and all of that. But it's crazy. It's a crazy history of, you know, a very talented, you know, although underserved community, right? And how they always try to bounce back, and it just really speaks to the spirit of the Cuban people, man. So, you know, anyway, I don't know why I went off on that tangent, but you started talking Cuban seed, and it brought me back to that, man. Yo, shout out to my man Nick Melillo, all right? Foundation Cigars. Y'all see I'm repping my Foundation shirt today, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm puffing on that Menelik, you know what I'm saying? This is something that he gifted me with a little while back. I think I gave you a couple of them for your birthday and everything, man. So it just felt like a Foundation Day, bro. I'm sitting out here in the sunshine. Everything is beautiful. Y'all already know the scouting report on these, man. It is what it is, y'all. 100% Nicaraguan. You know, beautiful, mellow, Maduro stick, man. It just is what it is, man. So that's how I'm living right now, man. You know, throwing that back with a little bit of bourbon. In this weird brew, man, that I found called Cali Creamin', which is a vanilla cream ale. So, I mean, if any of you guys want to try that. There's a crew out here in Vegas, Camber Brewery or something like that, and they're brewing their own little microbrew right now. And reached out to me and basically wanted to bless us with some of their product, man, so that we can, we can share with our followers and let them know what we think about it. So we looking for that, man. Make it a keg, man, because you're making us wait. You know what I'm saying? But that's what's good with that, man. Bruh, let's talk about it, man. The world is crazy, son.
It is, man. Like I said, I started talking about it a little bit. The last couple weeks have just been crazy with this whole CARES Act and trying to get these money out to these business owners. Some of you might have got your little $1,200 check. Well, I can't say little because it might have helped some people's household a lot. So you got your checks or what have you, but business owners also got it. And my thing is, business owners got it double time because not only do they got to take care of their own household, but they feel very responsible to take care of the people that work for them. So they're like getting it double time, like, man, we need help. We need you to get it done. So, man, I've been on like a 24-hour clock for like 4 days straight thinking they going to pull out the new money, the new stimulus money any day. It took them 3 days to vote and get it together, and it's still not ready. So it won't be till Monday, but still, it's just been crazy, man, trying to make sure these business owners stay healthy and be able to open back up and do what they got to do because, man, we're gonna miss it. Like, people don't think about it right now, but your favorite restaurant, your neighborhood bar, your neighborhood nail shop, hair salon, like, they hurting right now, man. And it's a crazy situation because it's no fault of their own.
True. You know, what was crazy to me, man, is, I mean, it all sounds really good, you know, the stimulus money and, you know, and all of that type of stuff. But really, when you really break it down, I mean, how many real small businesses actually were able to benefit from it? You know, when I'm looking at this thing, man, and then I see like Ruth Chris, and I know that they made this right now, and they've already made a commitment to pay this back. Right. But they was one of the first people to get this money that was set aside for small businesses, for the mom and pops, like that you were just talking about. And these fools, out of the, what was it, a couple trillion or something that was set aside.
It was $350 billion for business owners in the first round.
They took 20 million, son.
Yeah.
20 million.
And
you know what I'm saying? And when in the paperwork I looked at, it was like the limit was 10,000.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They took 20 million, son. You know, and again, I'm like, is Ruth Chris really a small business though? When they got 127, whatever restaurants, man, across the United States, you know what I'm saying, the way it breaks down. So when you really look, and then there was like another airline that they took a lot of money, and this, that, another thing. So to me, this was another misdirection where it's like, we're doing something for the small business person, we're doing something like that, but it turned out to be another tax-free loan for big business. You feel me? This turned out to benefit Trump's supporters, the big business guys, more so than it did for the mom and pops. I'm telling y'all, I said that for a reason. The most dangerous show on the internet, because, you know, we are bound to the truth. You know, I could really care less now, man, what people think, man. It is what it is, man.
No, I didn't mean to cut you off, but definitely what it came down to, it became very political. So if you got lobbyists, you got money to spend, you're buying politicians, you were able to get money you shouldn't have got. They found a loophole in the guidance that allowed them to get the money based on, we don't have more than 500 employees per location.
Per location.
Thank you. They found a loophole nobody knew about. We've had attorneys.
They knew about it.
We've had attorneys.
They knew about it when they wrote it.
CPAs. Nobody knew this loophole, but somehow they found it. Come on now.
They put it in there.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? It was a setup from the beginning.
Come on now.
So now, you got. This is where I see America right now, man. Because again, everybody's falling for the okie doke, bro. Have you noticed that those of us who are still going out to work every day and what have you, this is how they play with you. This is how they play with your mind, right? We used to have a society that was divided by race, okay? You know, we had a society that's divided by income, okay? Now it's really becoming a class system, because I'm watching people, man, and I'm laughing at them internally when they're telling me that they have to go to work because they are essential.
That's why I'm laughing, bro. I already knew what you.
Come on, bro. So you essential, and and other people stay at home not essential, and I'm sitting there, and all I can think to myself is, okay, why you essential going out here against the elements, man, and against God knows what that's out there right now with your mask on and your gloves on or what have you? Where is the owner of your company?
Yeah.
Sitting at home, in his living room, looking like the NFL draft, you know what I'm saying? And basically saying, hey, go get them, boys. You guys are essential. Go get them. And I was reminded, man, I shared this with somebody this week. Have you ever heard of the whole spaceship theory or whatever? Like, if we were all in a spaceship and we were going to another planet for the first time, okay? And something happened along the way. So instead of it taking, a few days to make this trip, now it's going to take, 20 years to get there or whatever, some kind of mechanical problem. Okay. So now you start looking at your food and your supplies and your amount of oxygen and all of these things that you have on board, and you got to make some decisions, and you're like, you know what? If we all stay here, everybody's going to die. Right. So now we need to separate the essential personnel from the non-essential personnel. So you get all your doctors and your scientists, you know what I'm saying, and your surveyors and your construction people that's going to build, and you say these guys are essential. And then everybody else, you know what I'm saying, what you do is you say, hey, this trip is so important, you know what I'm saying, and we really need you guys' help to make sure that we're able to do this successfully. So we're going to put all of y'all on a lifeboat, you know what I'm saying, and wish you the best. We're not going to just put you out there on your own, though. All right, we're going to give you a little bit of food and a little bit of water and stuff like that to carry you guys for a couple of weeks. And then hopefully, man, something to happen. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, stimulus checks. We're going to give y'all a little bit of food. We're going to give y'all a little bit of water. We're going to give y'all a little bit. But we know it ain't enough for you to survive.
Right.
We know it's just enough. So don't say we ain't do nothing for you.
Right.
Right? But at the end of the day, you're really non-essential to this thing. You see what I'm saying? Right. And that's the kind of attitude, man, that is really coming out right now. And it's pervasive, man. So again, to me, it's stupid because, you know, while you're out there working in a warehouse at Amazon, Jeff Bezos' ass is at home.
Right.
Is he non-essential? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Nah, you hit it right on the head, man, because I tell people all the time, and I told my wife this, I've told friends, like I have so much anxiety that I still have to go out in the world every day and risk bringing something back home. Because I've been classified as essential as a banker, cigar banker, people. So I got to go to work.
Right.
But I have so much anxiety, but at the same time, the government tasked me and our institution with getting money out to people so that they can survive.
Right.
So it's like I got a catch-22 every time I go to work. I was like, I don't want to be here. I'd rather be home with my family. But I feel for these business owners. We business owners. We've been business owners. We've owned several businesses. We know what it's like. So I feel for them when they say, I don't know how I'm going to make payroll. I don't know how I'm going to feed my own self.
True. Yeah.
Like, we know what that's like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I just don't like the term, you know what I'm saying? I think it's a setup and whatnot. There's no such thing as a non-essential person, bro. You know what I'm saying? But again, when this thing hits the fan, bro, when it takes us to where it's going, you know, and I've dropped a little bit of seeds along the way on this show as to where we're going. I'm not going to belabor that, man. People could either pick up a book and you know, and open their minds up and see this for what it is, or you can just be like Dr. King said, the two most dangerous things in the world is willful ignorance and conscientious stupidity, bro. You know what I'm saying? So again, you can choose, man. Yeah. You can choose, but at the end of the day, man, you know, this thing is going to get worse before it gets better. Yeah. And whatnot. So again, if we start pitting people against each other with simple stuff like that, man, it's not going to help the situation. You know. Then you get to, you know, and I know that you got this, bro. Whoa. I was getting blown up this week, okay, after our mayor, Carolyn Goodman appeared on CNN with Anderson Cooper, bro. Yeah. Oh my God! Everybody and his brother, man, what's going on with y'all, man? Yeah, you know. Yeah,
because she said we will be the test group. When she said that, everybody was like, "What?"
The test? Yeah. We the guinea pigs. Yeah, we the guinea pigs because we're non-essential.
But you know what it is, man? It's the same thing that happened with the CARES Act. It's all a political game, man. The casinos is probably putting heat on her like crazy, and what people don't, well, casinos and other entities. But I say this, man, like Vegas is not. You got to think, it's still people in Vegas that's tied with the mob. Like it's no way they just disappeared.
Thank you.
You can't take them away like that.
That's why I said the casinos.
And Goodman was the mob attorney. Come on now.
Thank you.
You know, he was our mayor. Then his wife became mayor.
Thank you.
And so, come on, man. You can't tell me she ain't getting heat right now.
For those of y'all who are not following right now, there's a good show on Netflix called Ozarks. Alright. So, like Wendy and Marty. Okay, that's Carolyn and Oscar. I don't care what nobody say. All right, so literally, man, to understand, when people ask me, what's up with your mayor? And I'm like, to understand Mayor Carolyn Goodman, you got to know who her husband was.
Right.
Before she was mayor, he was mayor.
Right.
And before he was mayor, to Jared's point, he was a mob lawyer. You know what I'm saying? So what does that entail, being a mob lawyer? I don't really know, man. Is it just defense attorney? Maybe. Is it money launderer? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's not, I don't know. But whatever it was, I mean, he was man enough to write a book about it and talk about it himself and whatnot. But again, you don't you know, one thing that I know growing up in New Jersey, man, is like, you know, you never get out of it. You know what I'm saying? You're like, once you're a part of it, you always a part of it. You may not stay active, but you still have those associations.
Right.
You still a friend of a friend. You still, you know, hey, it's a favor. I know the mob, man, on top of, you know, like you said, the casinos, whatever, there's a lot of money being lost right now.
Oh, man.
People ain't gambling like they supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of money, man, that's not. And again, when you look at the Strip in Las Vegas, okay, it's not under the jurisdiction of Las Vegas.
No.
So she's not the mayor of the Strip.
No.
So why is that the only thing she's advocating for?
It's downtown. Downtown Vegas.
Downtown as well. Okay.
Yeah, downtown.
I was talking about the Strip though.
Yeah, the Strip is the Strip is the biggest part.
That's paradise.
That's the governor's pressure right now. But he's taking the stand like, I don't care what you say, I'm putting Nevadans' health over what you tell me.
Right.
And he's being, at this point, I feel like he's being defiant. Yeah. Like he's just saying, I don't care what you say to me. I'm gonna do what I feel is right. Yeah. Which I can see.
But we celebrated him. We celebrated the governor because again, Nevada was like one of the first states to shut it down in the first place.
Yes.
Which is also why we're in the lower spectrum for cases.
Yes.
Right now in deaths.
I have to commend him. Like I said, we said it before though, man. I commend him because he did it quick. He was like, no games played, non-essentials as they classified it will be closed. You know, if you only got to move around if you need to. And they got all these different businesses have to stay open. They put them on different programs. Like my bank, we don't let people in the lobby. You go to the grocery store, they got sneeze guards up at the grocery store now. Yes, exactly. It's like it's changing our life. Like this is not going to stop now. This is going to be paramount for the rest of our life now.
It is. You know, and like I said, it will get worse. There'll come a day. There will come a day. You guys can mark this down. You heard it from Cigar Mick. Where right now it's already getting to the point that if you're not wearing a mask, you can't even come into the supermarket. Right. That's already in our midst right now.
I don't want to cut you off, but talk about the vaccine, bro.
That's what I was getting to.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But once the vaccine becomes available, right? Once we stop talking this dumb stuff about taking a Lysol IV, you know what I'm saying, and drinking, Clorox Kool-Aid.
Oh my God!
Thanks to your president, what have you?
You got once we get off of that, martini
Clorox martini. So there will come a time where everybody will have to make a choice about this vaccine. I feel like the vaccine itself is very dangerous, right? I feel like there's going to be things in this vaccine, not just the RFID chip and stuff that I talked about before, because you will be able to use that for your e-commerce needs and stuff like that. But to the point where even what's that movie you was talking about, man? It was something that was in the blood that was regenerating and and all of that type of stuff. I can't even think of the word I'm looking for right now. But I feel like the vaccine is even going to attack some of our our capacity to make rational decisions, right? Because people are going to be just following the herd, right? You already see some of that today, you know what I'm saying? But it's going to be to the point where people are just following the herd. I feel like if you get this vaccine and if you have any, biblical background, if you ever study scripture and stuff like that and all of that, this is literally that decision that you'll make, man, that'll decide whether or not you're going to be a drone to society, right, or if you're going to follow a higher calling, so to speak. And I'm trying really not to get too deep on it. Yeah. But yeah, man, I think the vaccine is dangerous. I really do. Well, now, it'll come a point where you're driving down the road and there'll be a roadblock, you know what I'm saying, a checkpoint. Let's call it a checkpoint. And the authority at that point, whether that's military or what have you, police, whatever, they'll come over to you and they'll say, show me your certificate, show me your bracelet, show me something that proves that you got the vaccine. And if you can't produce that, then they'll say, okay, well, we have a station over here where you can go get vaccinated right now. And if you refuse to get the vaccine right there on the spot, oh, well, we need you to jump on that bus over there. Yeah. And that bus will be taking you over to some kind of a camp someplace.
But hey, man, before we get out of here, I want to tell you, man, we appreciate the love. Y'all continue to show us on IG. Keep liking all the pics. Keep watching the IGTVs, doing what you do. Man, they shut us down on live, but we gonna, like you said, the most dangerous show on IG right now. But carry that love over to YouTube. Click the bell link, subscribe, like. comment, all that stuff on YouTube as well. That's what we have, the library, everything we do, man. And we appreciate everything y'all keep doing for us.
No doubt, man. You know, we do this for the love, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We say that we're the most dangerous show on social media right now for the fact that we're going to bring y'all the truth, man. We ain't here to tickle your ears. We're not here just to, you know what I'm saying, just to say stuff to make y'all like us. We're going to bring you some stuff that's going to challenge you sometimes, you know what I'm saying? It's going to cause you to think a little bit deeper about things, you know, or whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, y'all, it's all love. Believe that, you know what I'm saying? So this is just what we do when we doing what we do. Feel me? I'm your man, Cigar Mick.
It's CigarBanker, people.
It's been another A Puff a Minute Cigars and Conversation. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to hollering at y'all.